Okay, copy that. I'll let that go.
Photographer. Hello. Okay, so we are in Southern California. We are just in between San Jacinto and Moreno Valley. So we're on Gilman Springs. And currently, I guess this fire started like at 1 o'clock in the morning, but they weren't able to access it. It did take them quite a while to try and locate it. And by the time they were able to access it, winds like around 3 a.m. picked up and pushed this thing right over the hill. So it's burning. So I'm south of Beaumont right now. And we call this the Badlands. So it pushed all this fire down. Winds are pretty strong. Last I heard this morning, they said it was like 1,000 to 1,100 acres, but I did just see CAL FIRE put out 800 acres. So acreage might be a little more than that. Not really sure yet until they give a good update. Hi, Ormelinda. So right now we're just kind of waiting. So this fire keeps jumping over the road. It's kind of hard to see, but they are firing out this road right here to bring fire from here to meet to this fire. So it kind of cancels itself out. So they're doing some burning operations to handle this piece right here. But it does look like we did get some fire over the other side of the road over here, which again is just going to push back into this burn stuff. Who lights these fires? I don't know. It kind of was started in a remote area, so maybe it was someone driving around the hills. Maybe it was a homeless campfire. We really don't know what the cause of this fire is just yet. Good morning. Yeah, I slept in a little too late, so when I woke up this morning, I had all these missed calls and all this stuff going on. So let's go get you guys some action over here. They're probably not going to engage this stuff right here because it's just burning out, but grab my camera. Hold on, guys. Gotta get my camera out of the car. All right, let's go. Ugh. Yeah, they're not even going to engage this. They're just going to let it burn out. Can you guys see that? It is windy. See how strong the wind's pushing through here? It's usually pretty windy, but I guess there was a little bit of wind expected today. It's always when we least expect it that stuff kind of goes down. So we're just kind of sitting back waiting for this stuff to get a little bit closer. These roads are real narrow, and we don't want to clog up the roads with our cars and stuff. So I am going to push down this road where they're firing this out pretty soon. Meet up with those crews so you guys can see some action. They got a nice line of flame right there coming, pushing right at this other stuff that's burning. So what they're trying to accomplish is working. Yes, I'm on Gilman right now. I'm trying to also film as well. So sorry if the camera's a little weird. Alright. I'll show you guys. So I am also filming for news too. These guys are starting to get a little closer. That's a good friend of mine. He was one of my captains when I worked for CAL FIRE. Good to see him. I haven't seen him in a while. I am on Gilman Springs, so I'm kind of like halfway in between Moreno Valley and San Jacinto. So all this is burned on the other side. Like, so this stuff that's burning right here, they're just letting this little piece burn out. And it really doesn't have anywhere to go. It could jump into this, but all it would be doing, if it gets into this little area, is burning right back into what they're doing, coming at us. So this right here is all left over from where it was pushing from the north side. So it started on the north side towards Gilman. It started at 1 o'clock this morning. Crews were having a hard time trying to look. Once they did finally locate it, they didn't have access to it. And then around 3 o'clock this morning, the wind was picked up. As you can see right now, it's pretty big windy. And it pushed the fire south. And it pushed it all the way through the Badlands area along Gilman. And now they are basically just, this is all field stuff over here. So now they're just trying to get a good stop in this field. And there's my car. This is what I drive. I know a lot of people always, I live in Corona and I smelled it. And I'm like, what the heck? I woke up and saw my phone, and I'll give you guys a peek of the inside because I know everybody's always wondering what the car looks like. So I can always hear what's going on at all times. So I'm just waiting for these guys to get a little bit closer, coming up this road right here, so we can get you guys some action. They do have, they have a sky crane. I think they have 2 or 3 helicopters on scene. They have a couple of fixed wing. I saw the big MD-80 that was out here that's also dropping. So they have a couple tankers, couple helicopters. They are using the aircraft from more north of us. There's a golf course right here, and you can drive up into the back. See, there's a helicopter there. So they're dropping on kind of that other side of that golf course, which once they do their job here, I'm going to go up there and check that out. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please share this this live video too. That'd be great. All right, crews are getting a little bit closer. Once they come up, we will hike out and meet their bird. So this is the south side of Gilman right here. Gilman Springs. Thank you, Scotty, for subscribing. I appreciate it. We're ending we're near the end of fire season. I typically will be covering fires till the end of December until we get, our rainy months. And so I'm always usually going live. I'm going live on Haps now. So everybody has a role in on the incident. So if you're referring to the chief that's sitting here, he's the one overseeing the crews that are doing the burning operation. So he typically has to be set back a little ways from the fire. His job is not to put the fire out. His job is to basically give information to the incident commander, tell him what he sees, what's going on. He's watching his crews right here do the firing operation and making sure that there's no fire that's going to flank them from any other area. So he is the eyes of this division. And every fire has several divisions usually, and they have somebody that oversees that division. So this is what that chief is doing. So he is not just sitting there watching the fire. He's got a job he's doing. If you see people standing around, it's probably because it's, photographers and media and stuff like that. So their job is not to put the fire out either. They take pictures.
My last drop, but you guys have a 301 back in the mix, and we also have a full tanker now.
I didn't even grab my radio. So they have a house here that they're probably gonna protect if they get anything that jumps on the other side. It did look like it did jump on the other side over there earlier, but it looks like they've kind of mitigated that problem. So we're gonna make the hike down here pretty soon. I don't want to hike out too early because this is considered the green, and you never want to hike to the fire through the green. That's a no-no. So we're going to wait for these crews to just get a little bit closer, and then we'll head out. I'm going to hike out there in a second. I'm just waiting for them to get a little closer. So I'm going to walk out in just a second.
Okay, are you talking about this piece that's right here at my 12 o'clock right now on the other side of the ridge?
After this, I'm going to go drive back in there. See if I can try and find the tankers.
Right. Airtax said there's not much work left.
Oh, good. Sounds like they're getting a handle on it then. They said it started around 1 o'clock this morning. And they couldn't really locate it. And then when they did locate it, the winds had picked up, and by 3 a.m. it pushed it all down into these grassland, these fields down here. So it went from the Beaumont side all the way down to Gilman Springs. All right, so do you know? Still don't know the cause. All right, so I just got cleared by the chief. I'm always very cautious about what's going on. I do get into the action, but you never want to be somewhere where they don't want you to be. I am qualified to be out here, but this is obviously just a single track road. I didn't want to drive my car out here, and I also didn't want to go for a very long hike. So chief just gave me the okay, and here we go. Let's go see some firefighters. So in this situation, as we're walking down, We do have some good clearance in between this section and this section, this road, but if the wind were to shift, fire jumped over on the south side of Gilman Springs. These guys are lighting off this whole section right here to meet the fire that's coming directly at us. And it basically just kind of puts it out, gets them an early stop on this, flaming front that's coming at us. And then once they get this out, they will be able to start better managing some other sections of the fire. But they're taking care of the bulk of the fire right now. What are you talking about? It's burning uphill. See that? See the wind pushing it? It's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Is that tanker coming in for us? Is that tanker coming in for us? Or is he leaving? Woo, that's hot. It's not very big flames, but it puts off some major heat. Hi, Mark. Look at this. This engine's out of Pine Cove. They came from near Idlewild. That's the great thing about Cal Fire. Their resources are huge. I mean, when stuff like this happens, they are able to pull from everywhere, get their manpower here, but their locally source stations are still covered and great. And Cal Fire is just so big, and they have so many resources. They're a really great department. stuff. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to end this stream here pretty soon. I got to get in the car and drive. I'm not really set up to drive with the phone on. I got to figure that whole thing out here pretty soon. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Please share this live video. Happy Sunday. Hopefully these guys get a handle on this thing pretty soon. They've been out here all morning. Again, we're off Gilman Springs in Southern California. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. I will be back again later if something else comes up.